Fear is a primal and universal emotion that has been deeply ingrained in human evolution. It's the tingling sensation that makes our hearts race and our palms sweat when confronted with something threatening or unknown. But have you ever stopped to ponder the fascinating intricacies of fear? Why does it grip us so intensely, and how does it affect our thoughts, behaviors, and even our physical reactions? Delving into the psychology of fear unveils a captivating realm where our minds navigate a complex landscape of emotions and responses. In this video, we'll unravel the enigma of fear by exploring 10 intriguing facts that shed light on why we get scared. So subscribe to my channel to get notifications about interesting topics like this. 10 fascinating facts about the psychology of fear. Fear, that primal instinct that can grip us in its icy embrace, has been a companion to humanity since time immemorial. It's a feeling that has kept our ancestors alive in the face of danger and helped us navigate through a world fraught with uncertainties. From the rustling of leaves in the night to the ominous creaking of an old house, fear can take many forms. But why do we get scared? What happens in our minds that triggers this intense emotion? Delving into the intricate world of psychology, we uncover the fascinating reasons behind why fear has such a powerful hold on us. 1. Fear is an ancient survival mechanism. Fear has been our steadfast companion since the dawn of humanity. It evolved as a crucial survival mechanism, alerting our ancestors to potential dangers and triggering the fight-or-flight response. This ancient instinctual reaction continues to influence our behavior in the face of perceived threats. To comprehend the psychology of fear, we must turn back the pages of history to our evolutionary past. Fear, it turns out, is not merely an unwanted feeling but a finely honed survival mechanism. In the primitive landscapes our ancestors inhabited, encountering predators or hostile tribes was a constant threat. The individuals who could react swiftly to potential danger were more likely to survive and pass on their genes. This ancient legacy is etched into our DNA, contributing to the fight-or-flight response that triggers when we perceive a threat. 2. The amygdala, fear's control center. Deep within our brains lies the amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure that plays a central role in processing fear. This neural hub evaluates sensory information and determines whether it warrants a fear response. Its lightning-fast reactions often precede conscious thought, showcasing fear's primal nature. As we experience fear, a complex interplay of neurochemicals and brain regions comes into play. The amygdala, a small almond-shaped structure in the brain, is the linchpin of our fear response. It processes sensory information and rapidly evaluates whether it's a threat or not. If the amygdala perceives danger, it sends out signals that trigger a cascade of reactions. The release of adrenaline increases heart rate, sharpens focus, and readies our muscles for action. Simultaneously, the prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking, takes a back seat, emphasizing immediate survival over calculated decision-making. 3. Rationality versus emotionality. Fear can override rational thinking, leading us to make impulsive decisions. This phenomenon, known as the fear-driven response, highlights the tension between our logical minds and our emotional instincts. Advertisers and politicians alike have harnessed this aspect of fear to influence our choices. Fear isn't always tied to immediate danger. It has a spectrum that ranges from rational to irrational. Rational fear is a response to genuine threats, the kind that triggers when crossing a busy road or encountering a wild animal. However, irrational fear, also known as phobia, is when this survival mechanism becomes exaggerated. Common phobias like arachnophobia, fear of spiders, or acrophobia, fear of heights, illustrate how our minds can magnify perceived threats, causing debilitating anxiety even when no real danger is present. 4. Cultural influence on fear. While some fears are universal, others are shaped by culture and personal experiences. Phobias often stem from cultural narratives, childhood traumas, or societal influences. The fear of the dark, for instance, might be linked to our ancestors' vulnerability to predators at night. The psychology of fear isn't solely rooted in biology. Cultural and environmental factors also shape how and what we fear. Our upbringing, exposure to media, and societal norms influence our perception of danger. A person growing up in a war-torn region might be desensitized to violence but react strongly to natural disasters. Similarly, horror movies and urban legends tap into our cultural fears, highlighting how external influences can mold our emotional responses. 5. Fear is contagious. Fear can be as contagious as a yawn in a crowded room. Mirror neurons in our brains make us more receptive to others' emotions, including fear. This phenomenon explains why watching a horror movie in a theater feels more intense than watching it alone at home. 6. The thrill of fear. Contrary to seeking safety, some individuals actively seek out fear-inducing experiences. The adrenaline rush and the sense of accomplishment that follow confronting one's fears can be addictive. This explains the popularity of extreme sports and horror-themed attractions. 7. Fear in the digital age. In today's interconnected world, fear can spread rapidly through social media and news outlets. The 24/7 news cycle bombards us with alarming stories, triggering a heightened state of anxiety known as headline stress disorder. Our brains struggle to differentiate between immediate threats and distant news, perpetuating chronic fear. 8. Phobias. When fear becomes overwhelming. Phobias are irrational and intense fears of specific objects, situations, or animals. From arachnophobia, fear of spiders, to acrophobia, fear of heights, these fears can significantly impact daily life. Exposure therapy and cognitive behavioral techniques help individuals manage and overcome phobias. 9. Evolution of childhood fears. Children often exhibit fears that are distinct from those of adults. These fears evolve as they grow and better understand the world around them. Fear of monsters under the bed might give way to fears of academic failure or social rejection in adolescence. 10. The aftermath of fear. The aftermath of experiencing fear can leave lasting impressions. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, can develop after exposure to life-threatening events, leading to recurring nightmares, anxiety, and emotional numbing. Understanding the psychology of fear is crucial for effective trauma therapy and support. Fear is a multidimensional emotion that has woven itself into the fabric of human existence. From its ancient survival origins to its modern-day manifestations in a digital age, fear shapes our perceptions, decisions, and behaviors in ways both subtle and profound. The psychology of fear reminds us that, beneath our veneer of reason, we are still primal creatures, wired to respond to the unknown and the threatening. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of our minds, one thing remains certain. Fear will forever remain a powerful force that both captivates and challenges us. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights into the human mind.